And welcome back on Exit Play Gaming with me, Alex, with more Lies of P. So last time we finished off the Master of Puppets, aka King of Puppets. And I believe I don't have anything else to be done here, so let's move on. Oh yeah, the gold coin fruit tree. That's the last thing I needed to do real quick. Oh, and actually, now that I think about it, we need to turn in our Great Ergo, or Rare Ergo, real quick. No, we got some extra gold coin fruit for later. I'll try to keep this one on the shorter end, just because I'm recording way too late. I accidentally took a bit of a nap after my stream.
Weapon calls for...
Alright, so, rating all the things, we're gonna take all Legion armor abilities are one tier higher. We could also get his scythe, but we're just gonna do that. Boom. Okay. So, we're gonna go back to the upper house. There shouldn't be anything else to be done here. Ugh. Well, it was like, it was one of those weird, like, micro naps, though. Like, I was, like, semi-conscious, but also resting, you know what I mean? It's weird. I was just sitting, like, kind of laying down on my bed, not really trying to go to sleep, though. Hello, father.
I'm glad you're safe. I was so scared I would lose my precious son. It's risky for me, just being out here. Fortunately, you didn't need my
How
help.
would you have even helped me?
I'm so proud that I got to see my son defeat the king. Hopefully the lesser puppets will die down soon. Now that the king is dead, the puppets have no leader, no direction. But the curse of the petrification disease still lingers. It's tough, but I know where you should go now. The Grand Exhibition. Rumors say the alchemists there have developed a cure. As a man of invention, I'm skeptical of the alchemists, both their science and their motives. But they may be the city's last hope. Won't you help me, son? Take this. You'll find it most useful. If it will help Antonia and the others, it's worth exploring. Go to the Grand Exhibition and see what you can find.
Yay, another pulse cell. Thanks, father.
So that one puppet could control so many others. That's a memorable feat indeed. Unlike a real king, the puppet left no heir. The remaining puppets are leaderless, and we can reclaim the city. But it's still a city beset by the petrification disease.
Alright, let's go. So yeah, like right here, it's so odd to me though, like, you know, like right here, all the puppets, they're gonna be like, just not doing anything. Like, they're just kind of sad. We just can just murder them. Not all of them though. But yeah, this area is relatively chill. There's only like
What's
one enemy
going
that's kind of
on?
annoying.
All these puppets look utterly down, depressed even. And that seems weird. That's weird. king dead, they seem lost. And then maybe they're wanting him? Whatever's happening, it's like they can't tell their elbow joints from their tail sockets. I'm not even sure they can function without the king to guide them.
I mean, this, you see all this happen, and you know, Jiminy's like, yeah, they're like just completely non-functional, but they can function. It's just a weird thing to even say. Because if it truly was that way, there'd be no more puppet enemies, but there's gonna be plenty more. Don't worry about that. To be honest, I didn't even see that second made puppet. Anyways, here we get the Clockwork Sword and Blade. Ah! Ow. Yeah. That puppet's always annoying to fight. Headless puppet. Maybe not even a puppet. Anyways. Yeah, these dogs with the buzzers on their head instead of a head are very strange, to be honest. But they're a very annoying enemy, but hopefully I don't have to showcase why. I'll just say it if, once we clear this little area out. I think if I remember right, the dog enemies actually... Yep. They inflict break. So break is one of those weird status effects in this game that even if you have a tiny bit of the bar filled, it'll trigger the effect. So it's not apparently obvious, but break is a very, very, very bad status effect. Because as long as there's even a tiny bit of that bar filled, your healing is, like, with your, with full cells is terrible. Like, obscenely terrible. Yeah, as you can see, we're back to fighting the Sombers. I don't remember if there was a boss in this area in general. We will rest here in a few seconds. I'm just gonna check the little room to the left here, or now my right, that we kind of walked by. right here. Was that it? I guess just to introduce that specific type of an enemy. He's technically new, right? If I remember right. We haven't fought any of those guys. A bit of an annoying enemy. If I remember right, they actually suck the Fable out of you. Not nice. Alright, we're back to fire for now. As you can see, there's one hiding in there. Can't trick me. Oh yeah, I remember this, I think. Hello, lad. I remember something around here somewhere. Maybe I have to go inside one of the shops here. Or maybe I'm going the wrong direction. Yes, I was actually. I have to go this way, I think. Hello, man. Yeah, those big ladies, always annoying to fight, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, the first floor key. We'll need that later. I believe we actually need it for the gate over there, because this is, yeah, this is a shortcut door. I think the doorway over here on the right is where we need it. Yep, there we go. It just automatically opens for us. I do remember something important being up ahead, though. I think this, actually, yep. So this is where we're introducing enemies that actually spawn out of that. There's also this over here. We'll worry about that later. Come here, lady. Yeah, I'd rather not fight in there. I think there's... That's it, hopefully. Yes, and that's the last kind of butterfly we needed to take care of. That one actually defends itself, not very crazily, if I remember right. It just kind of like... I don't remember it doing a lot of damage. Maybe it's disruption or something, I forget. And we do have a big enemy down there. You might recall from a while back. We're gonna use one of these. That is not what I meant to use. I meant to use this one. Remember this guy. Hello. New frame. I think it's pretty heavy though. Yeah, we're slightly heavy again. We could go back to the basic shock aura cartridge here. But down here, we're just running through a bunch of wine. Can't break those. We need the underground passage key for that one. We're running low on heals though, so we're gonna have to figure it out. Hello, big guy. These guys are scary, a little bit tanky, but so slow that it does not matter. More than one, though. Hello, lad. do hit pretty hard though if they hit, so don't get too cocky like I did for a second there. Chop his head off. Okay, I think it's only those two though, so we should be okay now. My first playthrough of this, I got a little spooky because I think I was out of heals. So I just ran past them. Luckily I did see a passageway once we made it through though. You'll see in a few seconds here. Right there, that doorway right there. Lots of ergo items though, which is kind of nice. Over here, we have a nice little shortcut. Right at the beginning, pretty much. But before we go, there's two things to note. Number one, the underground passage key is here. Also, this door leads back to where we were, where we actually needed it. And also this guy's here.
Who are you? A lost visitor? Or a looter who's arrived too late?
A bit of both.
You look like a stalker. I figured you were all dead. No offense. Stalker, visitor, looter, I don't care. Just buy what you need and leave.
Alright, fine. I'll buy something, I guess. But here we get the Indomitable Amulet and the circular electrical chainsaw blade and handle. Weirdly enough, this is a chainsaw, but it's actually blunt. Does have electricity though. We're gonna buy both of these because we want to get all the weapons in the game and all the amulets in the game. It's a little bit expensive though.
I came to Krat to see the wonders of the Grand Exhibition. Talk about bad luck. Not only was the Grand Exhibition a huge disaster, I can't leave because of, well, monsters. If you want to see the exhibition for yourself, head toward the wine cellar down below.
Thanks for the tip.
I came to Krat.
Yeah, I don't care enough though. And we get a scandal. Ooh. Right here, we actually can go back to the hotel real quick to talk to Sophia. Sophia. I prefer Sophia, honestly, but we'll just go with Sophia as they want us to call her. What do you got? Hello.
The portrait hanging in Geppetto's room. It looks very much like you. I sense something strange. Something like the changes you're going through. The sort of thing you'd read in a fairy tale. Go to Geppetto's room. You should see it for yourself.
Alright, sure. Real quick though, oops. We are gonna use some ergo.
Your bag. It's a necklace from the Mona Charity House.
I accidentally skipped a bit.
They took care of orphans and impoverished children from across Krat. Many of those children grew up at the Rose Estate and became alchemists, technicians, and stalkers. I hope the king didn't harm any of them. Or don't tell me. The king's ergo is actually... Are you okay? You look ill. Ever ever since I mentioned the necklace. My heavens. You look...
Don, don, don. Somehow our hair just grew.
You're changing. You're becoming something more than a puppet. Almost human. If this is what you want, just keep behaving. Keep feeling like a human does. You might just hold the true secret of Ergo. I'll use my power.
So yeah. Now we've changed. Alright, time to get our vigor up to 20, and then we'll go back to capacity and motility for a while. I'm trying to remember. Can we do this now? Not quite. We're not very good at the piano. That'll be important later, though. Anyways, hello.
No matter what fate brings us, serving her, welcome to...
You got nothing new. Alright. But let's take a peek at that painting that we brought back, the portrait. Hello, kitty. Will you let me pet you now? Yay! Kitty. We're not really touching it, though. Yay. Then if we look over here. Uh-oh. I cannot use it. But, something's going on with my nose. I don't think I have any... Yeah, well, I have a Legion caliber. I forgot about that. But we have no ports for the P organ, unfortunately. But that's okay. Let's see. The Aegis requires 3 now. Yeah, we'll do that. Do we have any plugs, though, to craft a new one? Nope. I need 2 more plugs to get all of them. It's so weird to me. Maybe I should try the Deus Ex Machina. I've never used it, and it actually scales with motivity pretty well, so I might give it a shot. The Aegis is just really fun to me, though. But, anyways. Let's just save up for the counter charge. And as short as it might be, I'm gonna stop it here just so I can get this one out and ready for today, because it's 4 a.m. and this is supposed to be up in about 8 hours. So just to make sure I can render it, and as soon as I wake up, because I'm gonna go immediately to sleep once I get it exporting, I'm gonna upload it right on time, basically. But anyways, if you enjoyed the episode, like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a nice comment, leave a mean comment. That is all up to you, and it's over with me. Hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Bye.